Alrighty, guys, what is going on? Corbin with Corbin's Cornhole Reviews, back again for another slightly windy but beautiful fall day episode. Today we have the Allslides by Allcornhole. You guys will probably be a little surprised to see me do these, kind of like game changers, but kind of have to. A lot of people throw them, a lot of people like them, and I don't absolutely hate them, honestly. Like them a lot better in game changers, which doesn't make a ton of sense, but we'll get into it. First off, I do have a Patreon, patreon.com/Corbin's Cornhole Reviews. You pledge some money every month, and I take polls, see what kind of bags you guys want. I go out and buy those bags, and then I just give them away to you after I review them. So pretty cool there. I've given away 3 or 4 sets so far, and obviously a lot more coming. So I do like that quite a bit. Check that out if you are able to. Also, this episode is sponsored by Black Sheep Baggers. You guys know I love them. It's not going to be a surprise. Love those guys. BlackSheepBaggers.com. Use code Corbin5 for 5% off anything. Bags, boards, apparel. The hat is sick. They have a couple different hats. Their bags are incredible. That magic hat they just came out with, ridiculous design. I love their jerseys. Have one of those. Love the hoodies. Have one of those. Love their t-shirts. Have one of those. It's a recurring theme here, guys. I love Black Sheep Baggers. Awesome group of guys. Go check them out. So let's get into the Allslides here. I don't hate them. I don't love them. They're a bag I can throw. It's just one of those. They are ACL Pro stamped. This is a pre-stamped version, but they are ACL Pro stamped. Um, I don't know. I have mixed opinions on them, but we'll get into it. Price. I want to say they're like 50 or 55 bucks for 4. I think they're like 110 for 8. You can find them online all day between like 40 and 60 bucks. Excuse me. From anybody on Facebook. It's not a problem to find these unless they're like Gen 1s or something or super limited, but really not a problem to find these bags anywhere. Break-in method on these, I bought them from a buddy of mine, so I'm not 100% sure what he did, but I really just think they were thrown or they might have been washed. Like, they don't smell like softener or detergent or conditioner or anything, and they feel really good. They don't feel like overly soft, which leads me to believe they weren't softened or conditioned in any manner, but they do play really, really nicely. I just want to say they're maybe soaked and tumbled and thrown, or maybe just a quick wash with detergent and then thrown. So they feel pretty good. Speeds, we got a 6 on the slow side and a 10 on the fast side. That's where I struggle, right? The slow is pretty nice. It's almost like that 7 that's on like a Chaos, a Viking, the Reckless, the Shamrock, stuff like that. It's almost really, really similar to that, but just plays a little bit differently. And then the fast side is like, game changer fast. And that's just, it's speedy as hell, man. Like, they move. They really, really, really move. And, that's okay. If you like a quick bag and you don't like a patch on them, these are for you. Absolutely. 3S, we have fill, feel, and flop. So the fill, it's okay. Kind of asymmetrical, almost a little more round, smaller to medium size. Not quite like BG fill, not like that. It is asymmetrical for sure as I'm grabbing it. Yeah, babe.
Can you get some more chocolate?
You can go get it.
Yeah, I want. Good.
Okay, go get it. Smaller to medium asymmetrical is how it is. Feel wise, they feel good. The materials are nice. The fast side is not the softest thing in the world, but the slow side's pretty soft, pretty good. Corner seams and edges are good. I don't love the template on Allslides or on Game Changers. It's just too square for me. It's too big. It's just not my favorite. But closing stitch is nice. Seams are good. Edges are good. It's not a problem. It's just not my preferred. It's more square than I like. I like something a little more rounded on the corners, but to each their own. Good job. And then flop. Allslides will get ridiculously floppy, which leads me to believe these aren't 100% broken in, and that's okay. I mean, I actually like a bag kind of like this. I don't like the stupid hanging down, like tacoing in your hand, can't get a grip on a floppy. I don't like that. So I actually really like where these are. I would play with these for sure in a sticky condition, which leads me to playability, right? Blocks, kind of. I'm not going to be blocking. I can tell you that right now. I'm not going to be blocking with the slow side. Blocks and pushes, though. And I have seen people flop these, kind of roll them. It's very rare and it's weird to see, but it does happen. It's kind of like a game changer. You can do it. It's just not all the time. It's not really the bag's intended purpose. But basically get around, 4 in the hole, drop in, whatever. They're a quick bag. They play a quick place. So let's throw them. See how I can throw a quick bag here. It's a beautiful day. So, I mean, Might be able to throw them okay. Oh, let that leg shake out a little bit after kneeling down. And of course, a little bit of wind's kicking up, but that's okay. Start slow side. And miss the hole to the right. It's okay. Didn't punish me too bad. Wind's kind of knocking him down right over there. Yep. See it wobbling, just knock it. But it does bully, it does slide. I mean, both sides are really, really hole friendly. Grab it. Ah, as they get super, super broken in, like my buddy has a set that's incredibly broken in, like they just feel like they're falling apart in your hand as you're holding them, and I don't like that, obviously. But, his set, sometimes they hang up a little bit, which I'm surprised by, but it's probably because they're so dirty. They could get washed, clean them up just a little bit. But for the most part, these things, if they're near the hole, they fall. That hit my leg. Worked out. Cheyenne Renner threw these a little bit. She also throws Game Changers, and now she's throwing the Allslides 2.0, which I believe is the same for a pack. No! Which I believe is the same fast side, but they flipped the slow side to more of a surefire slow side. So interesting bag there. Not really something I'm crazy interested in throwing, but if my patrons say get some 2.0s, then I will get some 2.0s. Let's go to fast side here and try to keep them on the board. Gonna loft them. There they go. So I don't hate how they play, honestly. I've owned a couple sets of these, and which is funny, I've never actually thrown them in a tournament. Never once. I had a weird kick to it. It's actually totally my fault, but if you don't throw a flat bag, bags kick. I throw mostly flat, but I don't know. But yeah, I've never actually thrown Allslides in a tournament. I've owned multiple sets. I think this is my third set. I normally just throw them a little bit, and then I'm like, and then I sell them. Because they're so, front board. Nope. They're so readily available, and they're pretty cheap, They're reasonably priced. There's the front board. There it was. Oh, that hit my leg. All right, scoop. Just not my favorite bag in the world. And there's just a lot of situations where, if it got a little sticky, I'd be throwing something like a Costello or, some carpets actually do better in sticky. I'd be throwing carpet or Costellos or even, what am I trying to think of? I just got them. I don't know. Brain fart. It's fine. I'm probably just not going to throw these. That's what it comes down to. Unless Frank Modlin's like, hey, I want to throw Game Changers. And in that case, I'd actually be like, hey, let's throw Game Changers. But I might be like, hey, how about Allslides? I can handle them just a little bit better. So let's go slow side here. Hit my leg again. Let's go back to fast. That's off. And I do like them. It's not like I hate them. If I was in a tournament and a partner said, hey, I absolutely would love to throw Allslides, I'd be like, all right, cool. See if they airmail. They do. I'd be like, all right, cool, no problem. I'll throw the Allslides. But it's not one of those bags that I'm just going to pull out and start throwing. It's just, I don't like the way they feel in my hand. I will say that. They're just too big. It's like Game Changers. Game Changers almost feel bigger, but this is just, it's a big bag. It's weird to me. I mean, I know it falls within ACL spec, but maybe it's because it's so square. I thought I almost laid a block. It just feels funny. I don't know. That's off. They're just not the bag for me, overall. That's what it comes down to. And that's okay. Grab it. They're a good bag. Just not the bag for me. I want to say Jamie Graham threw him a little bit too. So I know he was throwing Game Changers for a while, but I remember him throwing a red set of Allslides. I don't know if he was against Windsor or Baldwin or somebody like that, but I definitely remember him throwing them. Hit my leg. Really struggling with hit my leg. See how that kind of launched to the left or the right? Trying to lay a block here. Did not work. Trying to lay a block so maybe I could flop, but I'm just going to try to grab this. I did not. Try to grab it again. I did not again. Front flip. Trying to lay a block a little bit so I can see if they do flop-ish. So I've definitely seen it happen with Allslides. I've actually seen two people do it. Super weird. I've seen one guy that goes nose down and then it flopped over, and then one guy that just throws a bag that like really bounces because he just shoots it really low and puts a ton of spin on it and launches it up, so when it hits the board, it will tend to bounce. See if I can do it. Stop it. Ugh. Wanted it to stop. Front board. All right, whatever. It's kind of in my way. So I'm going to step out, make it in my way, try to flop over it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like they will, but that's okay. It's not their intended goal or their intended purpose. So let's just end it with an airmail. Oh, that was deep. Oh, that was so bad. Still going to end it with that, though. That's okay. That's how I roll. So that is the Allslides by Allcornhole. I mean, they're fast. They're called Allslides, right? And that's what they do. Not my favorite bag, but also not the worst bag in the world. You know, I've thrown way worse that I would never throw. If someone loved these, I would probably throw them if they really wanted to. So that's really it, guys. This is short and sweet on the Allslides by Allcornhole. If you guys like this one, please give me that thumbs up, subscribe, share it with your buddies, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.